stand up to the federal government. We've got to stand up to bullies. We've got to stand up.
Hey, babe, can you moderate this real quick for me, please?
Too male, too pale, and too stale.
Woo!
Too male, too pale, and too stale. Too male, too pale, and too stale. And we will not go away silently. We will not be silent in the face of this oppression. We will.
I need some static sound to roll out of that one. Yes. Ted Bell. What's going on? Thank you for tuning in. Will Fix It. Who is that guy? Check out Will Fix It's channel. If you like fixing things, maybe you might enjoy some of that dude's content. Yeah, I heard he smells funny, though. What's going on, Lisette Taylor? Thank you for being here. The King David channel. Letitia Forget Mode. AC Cruz, what's going on? My good friend Will Brooks from Cast Iron On It. One word on YouTube, Cast Iron On It. Check him out, Cast Iron On It. He's a good dude. He's making great content. He's showing people how to cook and eat like a man. If you're a woman, eat like a man. Shave your chest. No hairy chested women. Anyhow. Full green light. What's going on? Can't wait till this. I know. We're all there. Renee Gamachi. What's going on? DL Wheat. Like that name. Green Tea. What's going on? Cast Iron On It. That is a small YouTube channel that's coming up, so it means it's going to be hard to find. If you do your due diligence, the hard work will pay off, and you'll help a great patriot out there who does wonderful things for this world. He's a good soul. Jeff K. Warm breast milk and diapers for all my liberal friends. Hey, don't do breast milk like that. CB, what's going on? CB's got a YouTube channel. He'd be doing some stuff. You check him out. He's good people. He's a patriot. He's working to save America. And an epic thing just dropped today. We're going to dig into this real quick. Let's go into this. We're going to get right to it. We're going to right to it. Where are we at? Where am I at? There it is right here. Get everything organized. Okay. It started out when Trump leaked. There was a leak. I think it was a strategic leak. But Trump, I'm going to show you a list of there's some more people down the line. I got this heads up from a friend of mine, Andrew Bosnack, he's a great guy in California. He's a moderator out here, but he called me up. He's like, did you hear about what happened? I'm like, well, I mean, I've been kind of busy this evening. I haven't had a chance to really get into a lot. He says, check out what happened with Letitia James. And I'm like, because she's filing all these new lawsuits. I'm still coming after Trump because I'm crazy. She doesn't realize, dude, you don't have your Biden protection anymore. I'm sorry. It's just not worth it. I skip between you and the Dark Journalist channel. Dark Journalist channel is on his heavy duty tonight about UFO. Cool. Got to dig that. Thank you for just hanging out, man. Thank you. Yeah. I was going to write out the rest of the evening, but then when this popped up, I was like, ooh, when this is kind of a new, this is just a thing. So anyways, earlier this evening, it just dropped. The best is yet to come. Thank you. And hello, Planker. So all the people coming in, I got to wave a hand at my, but you're a part of a family. If you're into this chat, if you're into watching this, you're part of a family. Get in here and wave a hand at us in the comment section. I'm about to flip over to where I can't see you guys for a minute, so bear with me. But President Trump bars Alvin, Bragg, and Letitia James from entering federal buildings. She says that's okay. I'll be working out of my car. What's funny is like I think this is the most ironic. He wants all the federal workers to come to work except for these two people. You signed an executive order for everybody. You better get your behind to work. Better get to work. Don't you be slacking. Except for those two people. Oh, so it is just epic. It is epic to the umpteenth degree. Because let me make sure. Oh, let's turn his microphone up. There we go. Now I'm going to blow your ear holes out. It's epic to the umpteenth degree. This is. Because, it would have been like, imagine if we didn't have they didn't fix the election in 2020 and then screw everybody up, screw America over, screwed all the Americans out of what they wanted. Because in my opinion, from what I've seen, Trump should have won 2020 and been, his second term afterwards. We've seen the numbers were there. But what ended up happening was they did some nefarious things in 2020 and then installed a globalist puppet named Joe Biden and a globalist puppet vice president named Kamala Harris, who they would facilitate their signatures and their whatever likeness they had to ram through their agenda. And and then they said, well, dude, Trump won't go away. We got to do something. Well, we get away with everything. We got away with the whole election thing. Let's just fire off some lawfare. And they facilitated a bunch of communist regime people to go in there and do what they did. And not only did it wake the 3/4 of the nation up to where Trump's approval ratings are higher than they ever have been, even from his 2016 to 2020 tenure. But now everybody's, the mainstream media has no stake in the game. They can get out there and scream and holler all they want to about how wrong this is and how illegitimate Trump is and how he's not fit to be president. Right after they had a potato who had dementia. You could take a potato and put it in salt water and put a piece of copper and then a galvanized nail on both sides. And then you would actually have something that had more productivity. It at least would move electrons in one direction. That'd be so Biden not even equally being a potato, and nobody on the Democratic side, as they rammed through some of the most atrocious nominees for congressional people like Letitia James, Ketanji Brown, Supreme Court Justice Ketanji Brown, who can't define who a woman is, and other wonderful Marxist people that it woke America up. And so now they don't have that anymore. They don't have, the media can't go out there and badmouth all this and then, be able to woo half the country back in the right direction. It actually makes them move further the other way. Just ask Don Lemon that sticks fingers in people's butts and makes them smell them. Ask Chuck Todd how things are going. Soon to be Richard Madcow. But President Trump definitely on a roll. And on Saturday, President Trump stripped the security clearance of at least 8 corrupt antagonists who worked for the Biden regime and or targeted him for ruining over the last several years Secretary of State Anthony Blinken, National Secretary Advisor Jake Sullivan, New York Attorney General Letitia James, Manhattan DA Alvin Bragg, Biden's Deputy AG Lisa Monaco, corrupt prosecutor Andrew Weissman, deep state lawyer Mark Zaid, Norm Eason, and the man behind all the lawfare, the man behind all the lawfare against Trump, Norm Eason. Wow. Bars them from federal buildings. They can't go in there and go work. Of course, now, look, here's the deal. Are we going to be, is this going to be the up and up? Are we going to be in the clear? Are we going to have an awful leftist judge go in there and try to put a pause on this? If that's the case, he needs to be barred next. A judge is like, damn, that could happen. I mean, and really, I dare anybody that nobody's going to challenge this. The American people are going to be like, no, let them do it. Yeah. Full green light. Can't wait till this. I'm just making sure I get everything. Yeah, making sure I got all the people that's joining in here. Greetings, all. Let's see here. These bozo politicians are getting nowhere. Alice, no, don't believe it. It wouldn't keep them from being able to enter federal courts. They are okay, anyway, so Mark Randon will just keep, that's a big win. What's up, Yuri? Good to see you. I hadn't seen you in a few streams. Happy to get you guys in here. Mary Danielson, Trump is not playing around with these. No, I was concerned that when we voted for Trump, that will he get in there and kind of be milquetoast considering all the lawfare, and he just wants to kind of ride out his presidency and just do what he has to do to be president and hopefully avoid any more lawfare. No, I wanted mean tweets Trump back, but I think this is better. He says, you know what? You're going to wish I had just mean tweets. You're gonna be begging for mean tweets. When I get done with you guys, there's gonna be nothing left. This is gonna be an empty building with like little stuff hanging from where the light fixtures used to be. The wires will have little wire nuts left on them. Yeah, all your stuff is down. You're done. I pulled all the meter bases out. I took your power and just dropped them on the ground. You just popped all the meter bases out, let them hit the pavement and bust and walk away. That's an actual funny story my Uncle Bob did. I had a crazy Uncle Bob who used to drink a lot. Well, he's passed away now. But anyways, he used to, he was in Texas. He lived in Texas and he was an electrician, so he didn't have any F's to give. And he was barred from a big, huge bar that had multiple buildings hooked to it. And when he got barred and couldn't drink anymore from there, him and his other electrician buddies went out there. It was like 3 or 4 of them. And they all grabbed the meter bases out because they weren't sure which one did what. Just pulled them all out and dropped them on the ground and took off and shut the whole place down. Anyhow, the Trump's doing that. He's pulling Uncle Bob. You have to know my Uncle Bob. He was a good guy. Opie Watson Jr., all that money through all that stuff overseas. Yeah, see, that's the thing. See you later, USAID. And all these leftist judges are having a fit, and they're trying their best to maintain control by putting a pause on this stuff. It's not going to work. Yo, Minnesota in the house. What's up, Greg M? Donald Frazier, what's going on? Surviving with Terry. William was set. Oh, waving a hand. Good. Surviving Terry, good to see you. Like I say, guys, we're going to dig in a few more of this stuff, but just letting everybody know that's just tuning in or maybe new to this channel. Whenever you get part of this family, we get in this chat and we be interactive. We love the guys and the girls, and we can actually name men. We love the men and the women on this channel. Belinda Ritchie, so we make you famous. Thomas, keep exposing Democrats party slush fund. Oh yeah, we're gonna get into that. Rest in peace, Uncle Bob. Yeah, we love my Uncle Bob. He's a good guy. He taught me how to wire an outlet when I was like 7 years old. That was a cool dude, man. Yep. Aloha, Dennis Gillespie. Alice, if Trump won in 2020, he wouldn't have. I know exactly. That's the thing. You nailed it right there, Alice. This whole thing that they thought they would do to keep Trump off the ballot and maybe arrest him or get rid of him or make him go away only made him stronger, exposed everything they were doing, so that when he went in this second time around, he's able to run through all this stuff with zero opposition from the American people because we're tired of it. Because he represents what we've been through. Trump represents what we've been through. I can't say that enough. There's been so many times when you've called government buildings when it come to, everything, and nobody answers the phone. Nobody cares. We're watching the insurance companies just screw us over. We see what Obamacare has done to us. We're seeing all of our money get sent overseas. It's a demoralization tactic that was supposed to work until now. Kudos to JD Vance for saying, hey, let's get big balls back. What the hell? Why'd you fire Big Balls for? Because he had a name of a company. And, those women on CNN were mad because at 16, he had started like 4 companies. And one of them was Sexy Tesla. Well, he's 16 years old. And he started 4 companies. Bush. What the heck? They're angry women. Andrew, what's going on, man? Yeah, we're going to start a little bit early. That way we could knock this out. Because I was like, man, I got to get ahead of this. I ain't seen anybody else on YouTube covering this yet. But yeah, Alvin Bragg and Letitia James have been barred from federal buildings. That's just, somehow or another, if they can still work, fine. But that has been done to them. Good and well. That's like swatting the wasp nest. Because she's already mad at Trump. Too male, too pale, too stale. And then she gets this. What did you think was going to happen, Letitia James? You think he was just going to get in there and just keep running amok, thinking that it was okay to be like this? And wait. Because, wait a minute here. Wait a minute. I don't know. I did a video on this, and it kind of went a little bit, but it didn't. Let me do this real quick. Civil rights lawsuit against Letitia James. Watch this. This, if I can find this, will be epic. Yeah, here we go. Check this out. Wait for this to happen. Wait for this to pop off. Here you go. Till that happens. Look at the smile on his face. That's a man right there that understands where we're headed in this country by reverse capital R word. Yeah. Yep. Survival with Terry. Andrew. Oh, yeah. I want to thank Andrew for bringing this to my attention. He called me up on the phone. He's like, "Hey, dude." And I'm like, "What's up, dude?" He's like, "Dude." I'm like, "Dude." He's like, "Dude." I'm like, "Dude, I got to get in on this." Yeah, wouldn't that be epic if he was, and it wins the lawsuit? If Dank DeMoss can win a lawsuit against Lyft because she couldn't fit in a car, why can't Trump win a civil rights lawsuit being targeted in that way? I'm just being careful with my words. Steve Demetrius Terry. Excuse my internet for being glitchy. Like I say, we're still running dollar store internet over here at the house, and we're just having a good time doing stuff. And hopefully you hope that the message still gets through here. Yeah. El Barto. Awesome. Yeah, I know, which is epic. I think it'd be great. I'll do a Biden whisper. It'd be great. Yeah, if everybody's watching this, hit that like. Got a bunch of people just tuning in. You're missing the best part. You're missing all the stuff. We just went through some awesome stuff. Trump may sue Letitia James on a civil rights act from 1967, I think. We're gonna make Al Sharpton march for us. Wouldn't it be fun? Al Sharpton, you better march. He's gonna have to. It's gonna be awesome. Streaming fine in Michigan. Thanks, dude. Maybe the hotspot gods are gonna work for us. They like so run this dollar store internet on my thing. So sue the alligator right out of her. Yeah, Fat Albert. We're gonna get rid of her. Who is next? So let's see. Let's see here. Where am I at here? Trump. Yeah, we talked about this a minute ago, but we'll dig into this real quick here. Let's see. Trump reveals next 8 people he's revoking national security clearances from. Like I say, I went through a little bit of list earlier, but from the people that's just watching, Biden's former national security advisor, Jake Sullivan, who looks like a snake. Jake Sullivan, by the way. Jake Sullivan looks like somebody, like if you were to look like who he looks like King of the Snakes. He's just like this little like snaky looking guy. Jake Sullivan is terrible. Biden's deputy attorney general Lisa Monaco, who coordinated DOJ's crooked response to J6 protesters. Andrew Weissman, lead prosecutor and deep state special counsel report the Mueller's Russiagate investigation of Trump. Lawyer Mark Zaid, who represented Eric Chiara Mello, and the CIA analysis identified as the snitch in Trump's political impeachment in 2019 over the perfectly fine phone call regarding the Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky regarding Biden crime family corruption, and Norm Esman, who served as special counsel to the Democrat-led House Judiciary Committee in 2019 impeachment. See, like, if my memory serves me right, that whole Volodymyr Zelensky regarding phone call was like, isn't that? Wait a minute here. Let's see. When did Biden? That wasn't the same time. Biden said, I will withhold U.S. aid if you don't fire this one attorney general guy or attorney guy over there." And they did. They fired him because Biden said, "I will withhold U.S. aid," which means that they're using U.S. aid for many things other than just U.S. aid. They're using it as a hostage situation where if you don't do the bidding of what the politicians want, then you won't get your U.S. aid. See, that's another thing. Just remember this. Say, for instance, if they were doing anything worthwhile with U.S. aid, yes, the IRS, Thomas, I totally agree. They would use U.S. aid in a way of getting things done. They would say, you know what we're going to do then? Yeah, we're funding making sure that you have a somewhat of an infrastructure around your place as a power grid wherever you're at. Well, if you don't, I think, wait a minute. I want to say that they made somehow or another the Obama administration or somebody tried to make the people in Africa marry men with men. And then because if they didn't, they would have withheld U.S. aid. I think that was a thing. I may have something on that. Hold on a minute here. Let me see. Do I have something on that? Because I put a bunch of stuff over here. Let's see. I think this is Rwanda. I got to see this video because I had saved this earlier, but I haven't watched the video. But he talks about U.S. aid. We're going to get into this because this is, like I say, Trump barring Letitia James from federal offices is epic. But this USA thing just is a gift that just keeps on giving, guys. So far as what they were doing with this and who got money. There's so many movie producers who would go overseas that were from America to produce movies. And when they go over to another country, then they could get this USA to produce their propaganda movie. It's pretty wild.
Ways of President Trump's unconventional ways of doing things, I completely agree with him on many things.
Even though it will hurt you as Rwanda, which depends on some US aid to fund your healthcare and development.
I think from being hurt, we might learn some lessons to, to do things we don't do that we should be doing. This is why I'm saying, yeah, this aid thing, which I've never been a friend of it, much as I've been a beneficiary.
Something tells me, with just kind of reading into that article itself, that this dude had been on the receiving end of some of the threats of USA. Because once you get used to having that money coming in your pocket, and you B. Tisdale, I was asking about you earlier today, dude. Glad you're here, man. Yes, sir. Good. You can ask people out here. I was asking about you. I was like, where's B. Tisdale at? When you get used to having that money, you start kind of structuring things around that money that you get. And then we're going to take that money from you. You're like, oh, crap. I've got stuff started. I got people promised to, I got things oh, man. And so he realizes that, you know what we need to do? We just need to live within our means and start building our own infrastructure with our own economy and building our own people and not take U.S. aid. Because every time we do, there's always these strings attached that come along with it. And so, yeah, what he meant by that, he's like, you know what? I think Trump is right. He's like, we don't need to be taking all this money. It's just not. I guarantee you that Trump, before he does this, he calls these people up and says, look, I'm pulling U.S. aid. And I'm going to tell you why. And they're going to be like, wow, you're the first president we've talked to in 4 years. Like, really? We always get some kind of AI thing like, to get hold of the Biden regime, please dial 1. And it's like, it goes to like some call center in another country. And it's like, hello, this is the Biden regime. Bro, would you like to make a complaint about the Bidens? And like, wait a minute, can I get a guy that can understand? Oh, you're good. My name is Steven. No, you're not. You're totally not Steven. Come on, man. Come on. Let me speak to Joe Biden. Oh, we are here on behalf of Joe Biden. We are the call center. I'm like, no, come on, Steve. Don't do. So, somebody calls the Trump, Trump, like, wow, this is okay. We're talking to a dude. This is a guy. All right. And explains the situation and people understand. And so you're looking at a situation where the CNN people were like, we're going to get Trump with this guy. Let's get this guy from Rwanda on there since they pulled his money. He's going to be bad and he's going to make Trump look bad. He's going to be victimized and everything. He gets there and said, no, man, Trump's right. He's right. And then, man, just like what we did earlier, just like what we were talking earlier, Trump, ending Alvin Bragg and Letitia James' reign over the federal buildings. Everybody understands this is right. Even the people working for Letitia James are like, thank you. Thank you. She's, could you imagine working for a tyrant like Letitia James and you want to tap out? You say, look, and things that aren't, you got knowledge that doesn't need to get out. Imagine working for the mob. Think about this, guys, working for the mob. And you reach a point in time where all you want to do is just make some quick cash, maybe do some hustles, but then you are involved in some big jobs when it means you're deleted some people. And then you're like, I'm kind of okay with not doing this anymore, Mr. Mob Leader. Oh, you want out, huh? Huh. Oh, I thought you were part of the family. I trusted you. Well, no, I'm fine. I won't say anything about what we did, but I want out. And then the mob leader goes, okay, well, you're good. And you're walking along, you think that you've quit the mob, and you get bum rushed by some goonies, and all of a sudden you're Hillary Clinton. You're like, something like that. So these people that were working for Letitia James have probably been involved in some very schematic things. And lo and behold, now that this is coming to an end, these people can breathe again. It's like, I can breathe. I can breathe again. Yeah, it's pretty wild. Renee Gamachi, watching all the fraudulent spending they did with our money. They owe us every tax-paying American appropriations. You know, just stopping the payments is money in our pocket. I'll take the money back if we can get it. I do know that Trump has actually, you know, been on the phone with the most perfect phone call once again with Zelensky, and said, you know, you're going to pay us back that money. I know you don't have it in cash, but you got rare earth minerals that we could really use, like things that we need over here, and we'll be willing to make some trades, you know. And that's basically Trump is saying you're gonna pay us back. And then that's when Zelensky finally lets the poop out of chute and says, well, Trump, but you know, I know y'all said like 177 billion, zillions and millions of dollars here recently, but I only got like 25 of that. The problem that you're going to run into, Mr. Zelensky, is that you signed to accept it. You also knew good and well that even attempts made by prior Congress members while it was the Biden regime, they said, hey, look, man, we'll be glad to send money to Ukraine, but we really, really want you guys to give us a way to kind of monitor that money and see where it's going. And they said, no, we're not going to do that. And you're going to send the money and everything and all that. And now Zelensky has been getting money that has no oversight. So we don't know. Viva la Gitmo. We don't know where it went. We don't know if he got it or not. There's no way we'll be able to find out. We just know we sent you $177 million. That's what you get for accepting U.S. aid, you dummy. Now we own all your rare earth minerals. Get over it. Ugh, that's not going to be good. Boy, they really screwed the pooch on that one. Whose accounts are being hacked? Well, I don't know what's going on here. What's happening? Let's set. Keister Bunny, thank you for being here. President select. This means nothing until they are arrested. Yeah, I agree. But can I be hopium, guys? Can I send out a little hopium? Can I please do that? Just as hopium. I think we're going to see some arrests. I really do. The reason why they're not arrested yet is because it does take a little bit of time. Things move at a somewhat of a snail pace in the legal system. It just does. And I really think now, you know, there may be a chance that we're working our way up to see who the actual main squeeze is behind this. And maybe we'll get these people. Not all of them, but enough to send a message out. Don't be effing around in America like that, guys. We're not that country anymore. And, you know, we've only got 2 years to get this done. And by the way, Trump recently just got a statement. He's a little disappointed in ICE. He said, y'all need to ramp it up. Y'all need to step it up a notch. I appreciate what you're doing, guys. But, dude, you know, we want to get this done. We need a lot more. We need a lot more. And so that's a pretty good message. And the people in ICE understand that. They are shorthanded. This is just a new thing. But I think that with all the U.S. aid being pulled, money being saved, money that can go in the right direction will actually facilitate. Oh, by the way, military recruitments are way up. We've got a lot more people coming into the military. Good people, real people they've been waiting for this moment. That's a good thing. That means we may have some real help out there. I know. B. Tisdale, I want to see Brandon Johnson arrested. We all do. I want to see. Oh gosh. Oh man. Oh dude. Hold on a minute. I hope I bookmarked this. Did I bookmark this? Let's see here. There's a lady who worked on the Biden regime. I didn't bookmark it. Anyways, she was, I think, the campaign manager at the time, or she had something to do with the Biden regime. I know I didn't get rid of that. Did I delete that? Son of a gun. Anyways, she says that after the second, was there how many, whenever there was a Trump debate with Biden, after all that went down, that's when Hunter Biden steps in. Biden regime. Oh shit, Biden. I'm just going to do it like this. Campaign manager tells all. Let's see if I can find this. She says that Hunter Biden, with no classified experience or no classified clearance, Says that he was sitting in on all these meetings with Jill Biden and then managing what information was allowed to come in and go out. Oh, I can't find it. I can't find it on the whim. I need help. But anyhow, she tells all. I couldn't believe it. Anyways, I don't have it. I was looking for it, guys, and evidently somehow or another, when I was cleaning up my memory here, it got gone. But okay, you want to talk about USAID? Democrat Senator Chris Coons, this white guy right here on the right. He's this coon right here on the right. He offers an insane reason to justify spending millions of taxpayer dollars on Sesame Street in Iraq via USAID. Check this out. Here we go.
Is funding Sesame Street a judicious use of soft power?
Well, Michael, the way you put it is the way I hope folks considering your poll today will think about it. This isn't just funding a kid show for children, millions of children in countries like Iraq. It's a show that helps teach values, helps teach public health, helps prevent kids from dying from dysentery and disease, and helps push values like collaboration, peacefulness, cooperation in a society where the alternative is ISIS, extremism, and terrorism. And to your point, it's pennies on the dollar. The U.S. Department of Defense has an annual budget of about $850 billion.
So this is how they do this. They say the military's got $850 billion budget. So screw these American people. We're going to take 30 out of that, taking 30 million out, and we're going to go spend it over here in another country, and we're going to invoke an Iraqi Sesame Street. How's that look anyway? Do they get out and like beat the crap out of the women and go, oh yeah, Allah told me to do that? I don't even know if that's the right country. I just know they do that over there, and it's weird. I found that thing with that chick talking about Hunter Biden. Right here. There it is, right here. USAID, Biden, corruption. By the way, Letitia, if you're just tuning into this, you're me too. Yeah, see here. Let's see. If you're just tuning in, dude, he bars Letitia James and Alvin Bragg from federal buildings. Y'all have already heard it, but I'm just saying if people are just watching it, past offer. Look at this right here. Watch this lady here speak about what happened after the Biden and Trump debate.
Should also mention that after the debate, Hunter basically commandeered the White House. He sat in on all the White House top-level meetings. You had a former cocaine addict sitting in on the most sensitive meetings of the most consequential and important government in world history. Does that sit right with you?
No.
Without security clearance, mind you. No security clearance. That's who was basically running the show. So Hunter basically battened down the hatches after the debate to make sure that his father would only receive intel that he pre-approved. And so Anita Dunn got exiled around this time, along with her husband. Her husband was playing Trump in the debate prep. Ron Klain was disgraced after the debate blew up. And then Jeff Zients, the person who's worth like hundreds of millions of dollars, the chief of staff. I should mention that the weekend that Biden made the decision to drop out, he only told two people in that circle, and that's that's Steve Ricchetti and Mike. He didn't tell Anita because I was on a call with Anita that morning and she had no idea it was going to happen. It completely caught her off guard. So by that time, they were already easing her out of the circle.
Did we cover all the names?
Did we? Jill Biden?
Jill Biden.
She was like president. She was president. I was with Joe and Jill the night of the debate. I was at their VIP debate watch party. I slept all the way to Atlanta, Georgia for that, to show my support. Oh my gosh, Sean, you wouldn't believe it. So that night, I have the pictures too. I was with Joe. And so Jill takes Joe by the hand. The names are so similar. I'm sorry. Jill takes Joe by the hand on stage and she's like, Joe, you knew all the facts. You answered all the questions. And you know that hand gesture that she does. And I'm thinking, you're treating him like a first grader. Like just because he, like you shouldn't applaud him for doing the basics. And you could just tell that she was fighting for dear life to hold on to the vestige of power. And just a few days later, she was on the cover of Vogue. So the whole thing was a Jill Biden show. She was not as authentic as Joe, I want to say. I think as Joe got older, maybe you think I'm naive in saying this, but I'm not even sure if he remembers all of the corruption.
No.
It doesn't surprise me.
So you remember that meme with Jill Biden where she like puts her finger out and it was like, ah. That lady's being more than forgiven to the Biden regime. She's like, I don't even think he remembers anything about. No, duh. You don't say. Ain't Sesame Street the one with the? I know. U.S. aid being funded to acclimate children for things. Yeah. Beat Tisdale. As Joe got older, he found it harder to. Yeah, he did. He pooped on himself. He pooped on himself right after he got into presidency at the thing where the thing has the thing where they had people. He fell down a lot. It's pretty wild, but yeah, we got some new people tuning in. We got more people that are watching here, and I just can't cover this enough. People that are watching and just tuning in. Trump has barred Alvin Bragg and Letitia James from entering federal buildings. It's epic, 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 epic. I can't wait till more people actually. I really think we'll see some arrests. Yeah, I think that bars. Let me get this right here because I want to see if there's anything because this just popped up earlier when I got out here. Letitia James and Alvin Bragg. Let's see what pops up here because sometimes new stuff pops up on this, and this is epic. I mean, I'm really thinking we're going to see some arrest. I'm not trying to be a hopium guy, but I just think that we're going to actually see this time. It might not be in the next 5 minutes. It might not be in the first week. I'm just sort of looking at this stuff. This was New York, and this is what Alvin Bragg and Letitia James allowed to happen. I don't know when this video was taken, but I know that this is in New York. There is, people doing really bad things. But for some odd reason, all they can do is focus on Trump. When we watched New York crumble, we watched everybody being, all the lawfare being thrown at one person that really didn't do anything wrong. They've even got to the point where they started going after people like New York Mayor Eric Adams because he decided not to fall in line. Yeah. So new Alvin Bragg and Letitia James to Facebook. This is an insider's thing. Okay, let's see. I don't know. When did this pop up? This was, I don't know. This is an older article, but this is trending politics. Alvin Bragg and Letitia James. Let me get out of that. And Letitia James to face prosecution if Trump wins. Insider said this was like, this was an older article, but there's just predictions out the wazoo that there may be actual prosecutions against him. And like I said earlier, people that are just watching, I found an article where it showed where there may be to try to stop this, or some kind of judge of leftistism. But, right now this is a win. And, I have a feeling that if that was the case, then Trump could pull the bar card on these people. Let's see here. And his liberal podcast host want Elon Musk Doge workers put into prison. Mark Zuckerberg gets D20 summit. I wanted to show you something that happened to Obama. I did a video on this, but while we got a bunch of people watching, Obama gets he gets called Osama bin Laden. Osama bin Laden from
an associate of Osama bin Laden that highlighted the interrogation techniques against an associate of Osama bin Laden named Abu Zubaydah. Excuse me.
Oh, that's so epic. Obamas are still actually facing backlash because of the this right here, the divorce thing. There's a lot of people that are pulling out of the Obamas. A lot of people are. Obama's donors pull out as talk research reaches fever pitch as the divorce talk. So there's a possibility that there's a thing going on with these people. I don't know. Somehow or another, Jennifer Aniston plays a role in this. Of all people, I don't know. But now a bunch of people are pulling out of the Obamas. Anyhow, no, I'm at the house. I'm at the house. Look behind me. I'm at home tonight, doing it from the home studio on my dollar store internet. We're in the ham radio room, and if you listen real carefully, you can actually hear a little bit of chatter. But anyways, I want to thank everybody for being here. B. Tisdale, thank you for being here. John Smoot, Surviving with Terry. Let me just go through the chats to make sure I didn't forget anybody that I hadn't already put up. Big numbers tonight, guys. Wonderful stream. When this was, I was actually going to kick back the rest of the evening, but when this came out, thank you. You got to thank Andrew that's in the comment section here for bringing this to my attention. Said Slim. He calls me Slim. He likes to call me Slim. Kenneth Hewitt. I don't know if you're still here or not, but thank you for being here. You're new to the chat. I recognize the name. I am. I do take time to you actually, your guys are a family, and I remember all you wonderful people. And let's see. Actually, Andrew and I, we have a history. Will Brooks, thank you for being here too, by the way, if you're still in here. Big hugs. Cast Iron on it. He's got a YouTube channel. Check him out. CB does as well. He's a moderator. My beautiful wife, Stephanie Archibald. DB, thank you for being here. President Select. Lisette, always big hugs. And AC Cruz rules on Twitter's. Twitter's is show me no love, so I just use it as an information dump to get stuff. John Smoot, making sure I got everybody in here. Eureeks, big hugs. Eureeks known me since I started doing this years ago. Big hugs. George Floyd OD'd faux shizzle. First timer, thank you for being here, dude. Sorry it took me a minute to get down. Just went all the way back up to the comment sections. But I love the name George Floyd OD'd for shizzle. The people that hang out here entertain me. And this is... I really enjoy the interaction because I can see what's going out down in the world. A little climate. Yeah, George, my wife. Big hugs. Thank you, sweetheart, for getting everybody in here. Yeah, and Andrew, thank you for being such a wonderful dude in sweatpants. Andrew looks hot in a pair of sweatpants, dude. I am not lying. You should see him. Well, I've got some old videos I've got archived of this. But we'll get out some more stuff. Tomorrow is going to be the big Super Bowl day. I don't watch football, but me and my youngest daughter are going to go hang out all day tomorrow and have a wonderful day. And St. Floyd Fentonville. And George, thank you for being here, dude. I hope to see you in more streams, man. I love the interaction with the wonderful people. Survive with Terry. Williams coming to you live from his family compound of freedom. Yes. We've got chatter on the radio. We were listening to Skip all over the world a little bit ago on Sideband. It was awesome. Talked to a bunch of these group of people called Needle Benders, which is a radio group that all interact through social media all around the world on Sideband. 27425, 27385, places like that. Anyways, yeah, dude, I really appreciate you there. George Floyd O'Deed Foshes. Gosh, that's so great. I wish I was created with my name for my YouTube channel when I first started. I'm just kind of like, oh, well, I'm going William Archibald. Thank you, B. Tisdale. Thank you. Oh, man, that's so great. Thank you very much. Like I say, I'm coming at you on a microphone that was purchased by a donation from a listener. And Susan, I can't say her last name without butchering it, but Susan, wonderful lady she is. Wonderful woman. Sorry, don't want to say that. Say it like that, you kind of offend somebody. Warium of Real Mom. I'm retarded. Warrior Mom of Many. Yeah. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate you being here. And like I say, thank you very much, Mr. B. Tisdale. That really means a lot, dude. Thank you very much. We'll keep these streams coming. We'll keep them rolling. I do my best to bring good content that keeps us rolling, keeps us up, keeps this morale up, because we don't need to deplorable 7-Eleven. That's okay. YouTube be kind of crazy with the showing out the things, the whatever you call those things, notifications. Sorry. 20 mics binding. Yeah, I know, right? There's more than that, but there's probably, if you ever look on eBay, they're kind of pricey. I've been collecting for a long time. Those DAC radios are kind of fun too, but I'm also a curator. I find stuff that is in need of repair, and I like to rebuild and refix and replace, bring things back to life. That's a big, huge love of mine. So anyway, so a lot of this stuff, is resurrected from the dead. Anyhow, y'all, very much big hugs. Thank you again. Big win for America. Now let's see how long it takes for a judge to try to swat this down, and then let's see what happens to the judge. This is gonna be epic. Oh man. Oh, guys, thank you very much. I'm just so overwhelmed with it. 12 AX7s are a good driver tube. Look at the planker in a 572B, 811, 813, 3500Z. 8950, 6LQ6, 6LF6. I can go on for days. Those are my kind of tubes. Yeah, good stuff. All right. Thank you guys. Big ass hugs, and we're out.